Hi guys, so here I am back again to give you part two of um, my impromptu video as it relates to our backstory leading up to now in terms of our TTC journey to Rainbow Baby number one. So like I would have mentioned in the last video, for the entire of 2018 after miscarrying on the 18th of January 2018 at 20 weeks 3 days, we were unsuccessful. It was very heartbreaking. I mean, every month getting the alert, which is my cycle, which was basically to me very heartbreaking because I think after experiencing a miscarriage at any stage, there's a empty space in your heart. There's a level of confusion that I don't think anybody could properly explain. And yes, you could relate to other persons who would have miscarried as well, but I mean, you would carry your own heartache. You would carry your own level of disappointment. You would carry your own level of questioning, in your fate, and what this meant, and how could you have stopped it. I mean, you go through a whirlwind of emotions. And like I said, once you resume trying to conceive after miscarriage, every month you don't see two lines, or every month you are unsuccessful, it is heartbreaking all over again. And it's not only the disappointment from not conceiving, you also have that disappointment from the loss as well. Well, at least for me, that's what I felt. And like I said, we would have tried, but honestly, looking back at it now, I realize where maybe that wasn't so much of the best thing to do, because I think my husband and I both, we weren't healed as we should have been. And I think it just wasn't the right space. So just going back a little, after I had my son, I would have weighed 172 pounds. I would have maintained that 172 pounds from that day in January all the way up until November. And what happened is that I think in November I noticed some disparities with my cycle, and I said, no, you know what, I'm not going into 2019 like this. I'm going to start adjusting my health and doing what is really best for me, and that is to get back on a healthier path. So I decided to go see my gynecologist, and I would have went to see him on the 28th of November. And upon that visit, we spoke, and he was like, well, he's like, I don't think you have a problem getting pregnant. He said, however, you're really going to need to lose this weight. So he introduced me to intermittent fasting, and I would say intermittent fasting definitely changed my life, and it was like the best thing that I could have ever done for myself. So the next day I basically started my intermittent fasting, and what I would have done is that I chose the option of 16/8. Fast for 16, I have an 8 hour eating window. And within the first week, I would have shedded off, I think, 3 pounds. And well, if you're not familiar with the Caribbean, if you're not familiar with Trinidad and Tobago, November, December time is not a great time for you to go on a diet. It's Christmas season in the Caribbean. I mean, on full blast, right? So there's always a Christmas function to attend. I mean, and for those of you who don't know about Trinidad and Tobago, we party, we love a line, we love a festivity. So it wasn't really the ideal time for me to start doing the intermittent fasting or even doing any sort of dieting. But I said, no, you know what? Now is the best time to start. So, like I said, I would have started my first day of intermittent fasting on the 29th, and I would have done it every day. My first meal was at 1, and I mean, my last meal, if I had anything to eat, would be at 9 o'clock. And I recorded on the 19th of December that I would have lost 8 pounds. So I went from 172 to 164. And that was good. It felt good, I felt better. And then with the intermittent fasting, I also exercised 3-4 times for the week. Enter into entering into 2019, wow, felt really good, because I mean, not only that I felt healthier, not only that I saw the changes in my body, I also felt my fitness getting back up there, so it was really, really good. In January, I didn't really weighed myself much, but I still maintained the exercise in here and there sporadically. And I decided to purchase ovulation strips, because before, what I was doing was just, playing by ear to try to conceive. So then I said to my husband, I said, you know what, we should try the ovulation strips. And we did, we purchased them. And I think on the 14th of January, I would have gotten a positive OPK. However, we weren't successful in January 2019. And I mean, to be honest, that was the best I felt while trying to conceive. And it's strange to say, because I mean, I think I was in so much of a better headspace, that although we weren't successful, I was okay with it, because I'm like, you know what, overall I'm healthy, I'm in a better space, and we have another opportunity to try. So we would have used clinical guard, but in January I would have ordered clinical guard. But prior to clinical guard, my first testing with ovulation strips or tests was with Clear Blue, which I used the digital test. And in February, that's when I started using the clinical guard, and I believe they're really good. I still do use them now. And in February, we did our thing, and it was absolutely amazing, meaning that we were both in a very good space mentally. And for all of February, after I would have gotten my positive ovulation on the 13th, on the 12th and the 13th, I confirmed it. I'm like, listen, I am pregnant. I know this, that I am pregnant. I just felt like that. And I didn't really notice much significant changes. However, what I did note in my period app is that on the 27th, I had major heart palpitation, which to me was like really strange, because I was literally sitting at my desk at work and I had like major heart palpitations. Off and on, like I had sensitivity of the breast, but I didn't take anything of it. Fast forward to March, here comes my period, and I had a cycle from the 2nd of March to the 7th of March. So I'm not thinking that I'm pregnant, obviously, anymore, because I would have had a cycle. Stay tuned for the next part.